lot of people may not know what because they didn't hear what the show was actually about. So what we are talking
Okay.
about is you can see it on the screen. The list of 28 places women refuse to go on the first date. And the video that I showed earlier was of a young lady that that was refusing to go to the Cheesecake Factory. And after her video went viral, there came a list. And on that list, there was 28 more places that women are refusing, or some women are refusing to go on a first date. So, family, we would like to hear you guys' opinion on how you guys feel about this list
Oh man.
tonight.
Hey.
But for now, Felicia,
Ooh.
let them know.
Okay, first off, I want to say to all the fellas out there, this one woman does not speak for the whole race of women. That's just one woman's opinion. So the guy that she was on this first date with, he took her to Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory is not a bad place to go on a first date. It's 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 decent. And
Hold
you
up,
know
hold up, Lily.
what?
Will you give us that list? Do you have the list of what she said?
Okay.
Yeah, give us
Oh,
that list. Run that list down.
okay.
Because
So
I personally didn't think Cheesecake Factory was bad either. But go ahead.
okay. So number one, I'm gonna read it from the bottom up. Sporting events, number 28. 27, Waffle House. 26, a bar just for drinks. 25, a hookah bar. 24, a nightclub. Who goes to a date on a nightclub at a nightclub?
Yeah, ain't yeah. Yeah, I
Uh,
wouldn't do the nightclub. Maybe the bar. I mean, it just depends.
it depends on the vibe.
Right, right.
Um,
Yeah, yeah.
23, bowling. It says 22,
Oh, we
somewhere that
bowling.
requires a long drive. Movie night, meaning Netflix, Hulu, etc. Family functions. Oh yeah, that's a no on the first date. Ice cream dates. Those are cute. Coffee dates. Starbucks. Church. Ooh, the gym. Denny's. IHOP. A buffet. Red Lobster. Wingstop. Buffalo Wild Wings. Any fast food chain. Your house. The movies. Olive Garden. Chipotle. Chili's. Applebee's. And coming in at number one, Cheesecake Factory.
Okay. All right. Well, hold on. Let's say you said the buffet. Chip, if she's a 1.5 or a 2, she going to the buffet. She going to the buffet. Hey,
Okay,
Dree
so
Wicker said Cheesecake Factory. She said cheesecake is only good where if we're going. Cheesecake is nasty and high for no reason.
oh well, you
Righty
can't
then.
take that. Can't
Ah,
take Dwee
hey, but
on
you
the
know
first
what?
date to Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, you can't. But I've never known cheesecake to be nasty. I mean,
I
the
mean,
place,
well, you know,
the cheesecake factory. I guess it depends on what side
it's
of
not
town.
for everybody. All of those places are
Yeah,
not for everybody. Some people like
yeah.
Cheesecake Factory, some people don't. But in a situation like that, maybe he should have asked, like, "Hey, is there things that you don't eat or something like that?" So if he was trying to, now if it was a price thing, they should have had a conversation ahead of time. But I mean, it's Cheesecake Factory.
And
I'll eat some
So,
cheesecake.
so where would you
Now,
like to go on the first date, Lily? Because that list just kind of ruined it for every fella out there. Like
yeah.
I
how he's
agree.
gonna
I
feel
agree that
embarrassed.
that list jacked it up for a whole lot of people. But for me, I'm I like to be surprised. One, don't for real, do not take me to no fast food restaurant because that's not a date. That shows me what you really think of me.
Right, right.
That show um I do not need on a first date. I do not need to see your home, the inside of your home, or anything.
Boy,
We don't even need to be talking about your house or my house.
I don't know, Lily. Gotta read some of these comments, Lily. Go to is it big AU? Read
Fogo de
that.
Chao is basically a buffet for $75 a person. if she not if she not paying, she should be thankful. Wow. Okay.
Amen. Hey, but you
Yeah.
know what? You know what? Now
But
let's get into this because Chip said something earlier now, and he said this off air. A lot of this stuff is coming, and we're going to talk about this next week about this rap music that we are witnessing now.
mm,
A lot of stuff that these women say in these lyrics, and so now they trying to be like in high demand. But I'm gonna say this, 'cause I got to get it off my chest. Men judge you women on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being a dime. I mean, you gotta be you top notch. If you ain't over a 5, for me, you won't even get the Cheesecake Factory. You might get Golden Corral.
ooh, question. So with this rating system, how how are you rating?
Well, I'm
Fi-
rating
is
for
it is
me.
it
For me.
physical alone, or is it like
Well,
is it
well,
what all goes into your rating?
well, for me as a man, number one, if you can't pay for the place yourself, we're not going there. You can't buy yourself a plate there. But when you hook up with me, for some reason on the first date, you want to go to the most expensive, you want to go to Sundial.
Yeah, and it's
You're
it's
not
just
Sundial material. I don't know who you are. I mean, we're getting to know each other. What if I decide I don't like you at the table?
yeah, yeah, you know, and you got,
Okay.
a lot of things that a lot of these women are bringing to the table that's, you know, is really not worth what you asking, you know. I mean, you just coming to the table bringing what good looks and expect for every man just to, you know, empty his wallet because hey, you pretty. So, I mean,
Right.
it gotta be more to than just the pretty face you bringing in. I mean, you can't
Hey,
just
But
expect for people to empty their wallet because you're cute.
okay. I agree. I agree.
these
So
comments are
you're
wild.
asking me about my ideal first date. I'm a little different. I like to be like I said, I like to be surprised. It doesn't have to be a traditional first date. Now, if you're taking me to the movies, it need to be an early movie because I will fall asleep in movies. I'm just at that age where I fall asleep in movies. Um,
You fall asleep in movies.
yeah, I
That's
do.
an awful date.
But I'm saying it's
I'm
a
hold on.
certain
I ain't gonna
time.
pay $20 a ticket
No, no,
now
no.
for you
You
to
see,
go to sleep in the
you
theater.
missed the part.
Okay.
I said it needs to be at a certain time. Like
Okay.
that, like if you taking me to the movies, then that need to be the first place we go, not dinner, then the movie, because I'm sleep in the movie. But take me to the movie, then we can go out to eat. That's what I'm saying. Let's get the movie out the way first, because past a certain time, my brain was like, okay, it's time to shut down, go to bed. Um, but I don't mind, simplicity. I mean, if I can tell that you put some thought into what you're doing or where you're taking me, I'm not fisting to just act like an entitled princess. No.
I saw a post on Facebook last night. Somebody put a post and said, fellas, tell us where your first date was with your spouse. And if y'all still together. Somebody put, we went to the Waffle House on the first date. And 20 years later, we still going to the Waffle House.
Like I said,
Yeah,
it depends on the person. It
yeah,
depends on the person. It depends on the vibe that y'all have, that y'all create when y'all meet. Now,
yeah.
clearly, old girl was putting out some. I don't. mm, She was putting out some. What did Trump say? Some alternative facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what she
because
was doing.
like sporting events, um, that made the list. A
How
game,
is that possible,
but
Chip?
some people may be Falcon fans, and if she a
Mhm.
Falcon fan and he's a Falcon fan, I'm sure she would love to
That would be
go.
a great
So,
first date.
That's a great. What's wrong with going to a sporting event for a first date?
I mean, like Chip
We're
said, if we're
talking a lot
both,
of money,
yeah, because sporting events are not cheap.
right?
Not even the nosebleed sections anymore. But I got an idea for those.
I got one. Go ahead, Lily.
So my thought, if you, like I said, I like creativity. If you not really sure, do a Zoom date. Order each other's meals. Send it
Mm.
to their house.
Mm.
Actually have a conversation.
That's so dang on disrespectful.
I'm saying you order my meal, I order your meal, and we
That's
on Zoom.
disrespectful. Just in case I really might like you, stay at home and Zoomy. Shout out to Ken Drummond. What up, big bro?
what
Hey,
up,
Oh,
big
Ken, what's
hey.
bro?
going on?
Ken Drummond said, "Hey, we went to Big Chick for the first date,
Big
Big
chick.
chick.
and they still
Wow.
together."
And they still
Hey,
together.
I mean,
Yes,
if
sir.
that works for you, that works for you. But in that video, I, that young lady, old lady, or whatever, she was a
Chip,
bit much.
you blotted out Falcons game. You got a Cowboys fan on your hands, and
Oh,
we ain't gonna
man.
start that rivalry, man. But Dree said Cowboys, man. Man, I wouldn't. Now, if I don't
Cowboys,
like you, I'm taking you to a Cowboys
Yeah,
game.
I wouldn't
don't
take
do
my
that.
wife to a Cowboys game. I
Don't
wouldn't
do
do my
that.
wife like that. I wouldn't take my wife to the
Don't
Cowboys game. No.
We're going to the
don't do
Cowboys
that.
game, Doc.
No.
Don't do the Cowboys like that. Man,
All right.
it's a house divided over here where I live. We have Falcons, we have Cowboys, so we got conflicts of interest in this house.
Hey, me and my wife, man, our first date was Blue Moon Pizza. We went to Blue Moon, but I didn't choose it. She chose it. I gave her the. Now, okay, so this is good. This is good, fellas, because I know that this list has messed a lot of y'all up, and you don't have to abide by none of these rules and regulations that
No doubt.
whoever was ghetto tried to set before y'all. The best thing to do, if you can't figure out where to take her on the first date, let her choose. Then that way it's on her. Now, if she's choosing something that's out of your reach, out of your league, maybe you can recommend something else and try to smooth it over. But if not,
something that's similar,
you might need to let that one go.
Yeah.
Because you can't afford her.
There needs to be a conversation had. Like, what kind of food do you like? What, there needs to be a conversation had on this first date, or the prep to the first date. There needs to be a conversation had, because this is just way off. But old girl might have been allergic to cheesecake. I don't know. But for her to act the way she did, that was uncalled for.
Yeah.
And I believe she got what she got. As
Shout
my
out to
daughter can
Russell
say,
Smith.
you get what you get and don't pitch a fit. She got took home.
Read Russell Smith's comment, Lily. What up, Russ? See you,
Hey,
boss.
Russell, how you doing? Wife and I did Burger King. That Zoom idea is creative. Might use that next time I'm out of time.
Hey.
Yeah.
I mean, I like I said, I like creativity. Hey, I don't mind, for me, like doing something fun. Like we could go to escape the room.
Yeah.
Send me on a scavenger hunt or something. I like out of the box stuff.
Hey,
Yes,
read Dree's last comment.
Y'all got me over here like, what was our first date?
Hey,
Okay,
it
Drew
make you
said
think,
FaceTime. FaceTime people clock out already.
man.
Okay. Yeah. FaceTime. Yeah, that works. I mean, so
Yeah, FaceTime works.
I think this young lady in this video, and I'm finna go
Go
left
ahead.
for a minute.
Go ahead.
Judging by or looking at the guy that she was with, she probably looked at him like, oh, he got money. He gonna take me to some 5-star, to a restaurant that has a 5 Michelin stars and all
Yeah,
this kind
that's
of
just
stuff.
dead wrong. But
Yeah,
go ahead.
That's she had a whole assumption.
yeah, and that's the problem. A lot of them want to judge the value of the date on the price tag. You know,
Right?
if it's not coming with a huge price tag, then hey, the date was garbage. You know, no matter how romantic you may try to be. You know, picnic in the park just not gonna work. You know, if uh if you're not eating caviar. So
Bleh.
you know,
Caviar is definitely an acquired taste.
yeah. So that's the problem. A lot of them, you know, they just coming in, like I said, looking looking at the what can you do for me? You know, how much
Mm.
money can you spend? And you know, sad situation, man. That's where a lot of them heads at today.
Yeah.
Like I said
And
before, if you can't afford to play, don't expect me to afford to play for you.
okay, with that,
I'm just saying. Okay, hold up, Lily. I'm gonna let you have it. What if you want to go to the big restaurant like that, but I pay for my dinner and you pay for your own dinner? You got it.
going Dutch. Okay. Going Dutch is not a bad idea. Shoot, I'm not even against, us meeting at the place. Like, hey, I drive my car, you drive your car that way. If we not
Don't work.
clicking, we're not
Yeah,
vibing, we can go our
yeah.
separate ways and don't have to be that awkward car
I'm
ride
game.
home.
I'm game with that.
Okay, but Quell, you said if you can't afford it, don't ask for it. How do you know that she can't afford it? And if you have judged this already before the date, why you going out with her anyway?
Well, it depends on, I can't speak for every man. We're gonna talk a while before we even get that first date. We're gonna talk a while. So you should be done show me some red flags before that first date. And this I'm judging for me, not every man out there. I'm talking about what would Quail do. That dude Quail would talk to you for a few weeks, maybe a month before we even go on that first date. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk a minute. So I'm peeping like, what's your lifestyle? Do you clean up? Where do you eat on a day-to-day basis? How much money do you make? And normally how much money you make determines who you are as a person. I'm sorry. Me and Chip talked about this. There are 3 types of dudes out there, minus the athletes and the entertainers, minus the athletes and the entertainers. You got the street dude, you got the blue collar dude, and you got the white collar dude.
Wouldn't the street dude fall on the blue collar though?
He a street dude. He don't work. That ain't that you subject
He do
to
a
go to
different
jail
kind of
with
work.
this dude. He do a different kind of work, but y'all might be in a fancy restaurant and they come in and get him. It's just, hey, that's the street dude. That's a chance you take. I mean, you ducking and dodging. You living the lavish life, but you ducking and dodging. I don't know if you want to be with the
Live
street.
by the sword, die by the sword. Okay, I
Yeah,
got you.
but the
I
blue
got you.
collar dude, that's a hard worker,
I
and he
just
worked
thought
hard
of
for his
something
money.
though.
What's
Go
that,
ahead,
Chip?
Chip.
The we talking about those boys. We know what boys I'm talking about. Them boys that maybe they messed up the game with that whole "it ain't tricking if you got it" thing.
Ooh. Ooh.
I think they gotta take some blame too, man. All them cats that was talking about it
Ooh.
ain't tricking if you got it. You know what I'm saying?
But why I gotta be tricking though? What, like why? It's
Read last comment. Zui said.
that's why I start off letting people know. Oh, I can't see. That's why I start off letting people know about the 750-pound obese chick that lives inside me, and I must keep her happy.
This chicky got no sense, man. Yeah.
Must keep her happy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's say this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to the chick in the video who downed the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
What if you clown this man about going inside the Cheesecake Factory for him to either dismiss you from his car or just put you out or whatever. And then you find out the next day he owned the Cheesecake Factory. It was his.
That's her loss.
Yeah, exactly.
See,
Yeah.
a lot of women miss out
That's
on
her
good
loss.
men because let's just be honest, you're not getting what you want or what you think you should. Man, look, man, I had a rule, and this was Quail. Lily ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Chip, this is your boy. You know how your boy is, man. If you couldn't put gas in my car, you can't fill my car up, we ain't talking. That was just me. Now, some people say, well, he think he all that, he's selfish or whatever, blah, 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 blah. If we're dating and I lose my wallet and you really know I lost my wallet, you got us covered?
Yeah.
You should be able to have us covered. Till we go into this nice fancy restaurant that you want to go to, and all of a sudden, when I go to give them my credit card or whatever, or my bank card, not knowing that something may have happened at the bank and they froze my accounts and I didn't know.
Yeah.
Who's gonna cover that meal? Can you cover that meal? Miss,
Okay.
I need to be at this place.
I feel you. I
Yeah.
feel you on that. Matt.
No doubt.
For lack of a better term, match my swag kind of situation. I got you. I feel you on that. But some people that are in different I'm gonna say social classes, they click. And the person that's in the higher social class, so to speak, or whatever, however the hierarchy or whatever it is, they may genuinely be interested in the person that is not as socialized as them, so to speak. So they may just, hey, hey, you want to go on a date? Let us, hook up, woo woo woo, or whatever. The Cheesecake Factory might be an easy medium.
Hold up. First of all, let's stop throwing off on the Cheesecake Factory like they cheap.
No, I'm not throwing
For
off
real.
on the Cheesecake Factory at all. Oh, I understand, but there are restaurants out there that are far deeper in your pocket than the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, that's true. I think the last time I was at Cheesecake Factory, I think I bought just two drinks, and they was about $30-something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, I ain't even ordered no food, just two drinks. I'm like, man, and then they didn't even have enough alcohol in them, man. So I was hot.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I ain't gonna get off on the subject, but we can't be putting off on the Cheesecake Factory like the Cheese Factory. Okay, like for this chick that threw off on the Cheesecake Factory.
Mm-hmm.
And if she have one or two kids, if she have any kids at all, I guarantee you ain't gonna take your kids up in the Cheesecake Factory and come out of there under $100.
Oh no.
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you'd be better off taking them to Golden Corral, and that's high now. 3 of y'all go to Golden Corral, that's $65-$70.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to Golden Corral.
You going to Golden Corral, Lily?
I'm not. I'm gonna tell you this. I rock with their breakfast. Other than that, that's it. And that's only on the weekends.
They do got the bomb breakfast on the weekend.
I rock with their breakfast. That's
man.
the only time you're gonna see me in there if I go.
I'm sorry. I do Golden Corral. I be all up in now. All in the buffet.
Hey, shout out to everybody that's in on the Facebook Live. Shout out to Miss Linda Williams on the Facebook Live.
Yes.
Hey, Facebook Live crew. Thank y'all for tuning in.
No
Thank
doubt.
you. And I didn't say this earlier, but for all of us, all of those who are watching, thank you to our opinionators. Thank you for our new opinionators on the YouTube thing over here. Smash that like button for me, please. We need those thumbs up. Smash it, smash it, smash it. And remember to share because sharing is caring.
Please. I mean, all of y'all going crazy in the comment section, man. We should see a whole bunch of thumbs up tonight. For real, for real.
Mhm.
Chip, man. Okay. Let's go back to this scale of 1 to 10 real quick. And then we're gonna have to get off this right quick. And even for the women too, Lily, even for you too, for the men, scale of 1 to 10. Okay, but Chip, you first, scale of 1 to 10. You know, you got your own preference. But and I'm not talking about just looks. Let's get that out the way. I'm talking about the whole total package of what that person is bringing when you done talk to them for about a good 3-4 weeks to a month before you go out on that first date. How do you rate that person? Like for me, like I said, it's according to your appearance first, how you take care of yourself. Physical personal hygiene is everything. And that for me, that's gonna get you over a 5. But if you keep your house clean and you're not a messy person, that's gonna put you up to a 6. I'm talking about for Quail, put you up to a 6. If you're managing your money right, I'm gonna know that in the first month we're talking, because 9 times out of 10, if you're not, you're gonna be complaining about bills and you ain't got something. And so if you're talking about I ain't got this and I ain't got that, Sade, I might be taking you to TGI Fridays. You ain't got it.
This man.
So be
this
taking to
man over here.
TGI Fridays.
This man over here.
I'm just saying. What my man say? Foco de child. I mean, you really be pushing it. If I take you to Foco de child, that's a treat. And you can't manage your money. I'm saying now, if you can't manage your money, you want me to take you.
Okay, if you worry so much about them managing their money, you should not be taking them out on a date. Anyway, they shouldn't even make it to the first date stage.
I feel you on that, but sometimes you know how men do. Sometimes, and now Chip, come on with me, bro. Sometimes men, do you ever wonder how ugly girl got babies? I'm just saying. Some men don't have.
Ugly to you, may
some men don't have no standards at all. Is what I'm saying. And so sometimes men go on the date anyway so they can get the draws, and that's just what it is. Hey, we having grown up conversation. Y'all know how we do on this show. Opinion matters. Okay, and I'm that boy Quail, that dude Quail, that ruffle feathers. Y'all know I ruffle feathers. This is what I do.
I give you that.
But that's what we do. Some men will still take.
They're looking at a one
just to get the draws.
Shoot, some women are like that too.
Some women. So I'm just saying. Let's see who's cutting up in Facebook. I mean, in the YouTube.
Yeah, with the whole scale thing, man. What's a 5 to some people gonna be a 10 to other people, man. So it's hard to say that it's an actual scale to rank anybody on, because like I said, some people may be, they happy with who they got. You know what I'm saying? They happy with whatever this person may be bringing to the table, even though, like I said, could be another guy sitting at the next table laughing at him like, boy, boy, he don't know who that is, so yeah. So the whole ranking thing, it's gonna be hard to do that one, man.
Shout out to Michael Potts on Facebook Live. What's up?
Hey.
Shout out to Xavier Rivers.
Yes.
Hey, everybody.
What up, bro?
All right. So going with what you said, Chip. Yes, I agree. What is one person's trash is another person's treasure. And men and women are different things to different people. Like a young lady may be for like she may be a thought to one guy, but she may be somebody's answered prayer. I mean, it same way for a guy. He may be a male whore to one lady, but he meet that right one and he let all that go. And hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
As far as rating, I I don't have a rating thing. Now one thing I do care about is appearance. One thing I look at is a man's fingernails.
Mm.
If you walk around with dirty fingernails, that to me that says a lot.
That's saying he can't afford you, right?
Oh, that's saying that he's not clean.
But would you still date him?
I don't know.
Okay. What if he show up to the 5-star restaurant and he still got dirty fingernails?
I'm at that point at dirty fingernails at a 5-star restaurant. I'm looking at you putting germs in you killing yourself. That I'm looking at that like I'm like okay, that's a hygiene issue for me. That's a
Yeah.
whole hygiene
But
issue
see,
for me.
that's why I
Like
was saying that
clean
that
cut with
three
dirty fingernails.
that 3 to 4 weeks before you even go on a date, you should see these red flags. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying. Now, according to this chick that said she don't do Cheesecake Factory or whatever, if this guy just met this girl and Chip, they going out the second week on a date, I'm gonna say shame on him. He should have got to know her a little bit more, see what he was getting into. I am definitely
Okay.
blaming on the rap music. Go ahead, Lily.
Okay. Kendrick, you said what if he's a mechanic? Okay, that's fine. I have mechanics in my family, but guess what? They know how to wash their hands and clean their fingernails.
Mechanics make money too.
Yeah, mechanics make money. And I'm not knocking mechanics, but don't touch me with your dirty hands. I already am allergic to outside. Don't send me to the hospital.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I want to get into this real quick. I know. Well, wow. Boy, y'all are showing out, man.
And
Okay.
we appreciate the love. Keep
Um.
it coming.
Real quick, Dan Award, and I want to make this real
Okay.
quick because I'm loving all of you guys being here with us, and we ain't trying to cut nothing off real quick. But the Dan Award, goes out to a white dude. I can't even call him a brother because he tried to kill 180 some people or something like that, 130 some people. I don't know. Lily, give us that story real quick.
All right. Off-duty pilot charged with 83 counts of attempted murder for allegedly trying to shut off engines on an Alaskan Airlines flight. What in the world? Gee whiz. Okay, an off-duty pilot is charged with 83 counts of attempted murder after he allegedly tried to shut off the engines by pulling the fire extinguisher handles on Alaskan Airlines flight, according to officials. The plane was scheduled to fly from Everett, Washington to San Francisco before it diverted late Sunday to Portland after a credible security threat related to an authorized occupant in the flight deck jump seat. The airline confirmed to ABC News. Good grief.
Okay, real quick. Let's not even go through all of that. What's his name? Give us his name. You have his name.
Let me see. Joseph David Emerson.
Joseph David Emerson was a pilot, an off-duty pilot who chose Chip, Lily. I smoked a lot of weed back in my day. I drank a lot of drinks. I had my share of what you call it? Edibles. Okay. So Mr. Joseph, who has claimed that this is an off-duty pilot who wants to all of a sudden eat mushrooms, and go not fly the plane, but take the plane down. Okay, so what I'm saying is the reason why we're giving this dude the Dan Award, and we're giving not just him the Dan Award, but the people who actually wrote this ticket up with all of these charges. You know what I mean? Stop making an excuse for these white people. Black folks, we do stuff like that. We ain't trying to take no plane down, man. We trying to get higher. You know what I mean? If anything, we trying to be above the plane. All I'm saying is stop making excuses for people that do stupid stuff. This was straight stupid. This man was going through something in his life. I don't want to hear nothing about no mental crisis, because if he, Chip, Lily, if he was mentally disturbed, he should never been a pilot. Period. And you should have seen it. There was something that was going on in this man's life. And so the first thing y'all could do, we found mushrooms in his system. So let's blame it on the mushrooms.
First off, he needs to get that NBC award.
Made Better Choices award.
Yeah,
he need all of them.
Because you know what shrooms come from, right? For all those that don't know, shrooms come out of cow poop.
So he was
Better Choices, my guy. Yeah.
The kike, if he was on them shrooms, now that's a different level.
I mean, let's make better choices all the way around. Yeah, and then you go to be a jump seater in the flight deck. Okay. My guy.
All right. Well, let's get back to the topic real quick so we can get off of it. Number one, I've said that because of this list was made, that this list kind of messed it up for a lot of fellas. So when Valentine's come this year, next year, Valentine's Day, it's gonna be a lot of people staying at the house. There'll be a lot of single women at the crib because of this list. Go ahead, Lily.
So everybody doesn't agree with the list, though. Like there are certain things on that list that I agree with. I agree with. Like I said, I'm not looking at your house on the first date.
But Lily, okay, everybody don't agree with the list. But if you meet a man tomorrow, and he say, "Hey, next Friday, I'm thinking let's go to the Waffle House." You ain't when you roll up into that Waffle House, you ain't thinking like, hey, you think me the Waffle House.
No,
it's the thought that's
I'm not thinking like that because I eat Waffle House.
It's back there. But it's saying, regardless, it's still going to be in the back of people's mind now. We going to Chipotle. Because that was on the list too.
Chipotle was on the list. Applebee's.
Oh, he's taking me to a game. He's taking me to
on the list. And some women, you ain't gonna get a first date. You're gonna have to meet them at church. You get
exactly
church girls.
Exactly.
You going to church.
And let's be honest. Go ahead. Let's be honest. Whoever put church on the list, they already know they're gonna catch fire when they walk in there anyway. That's why they put it out there.
But if this man spent $200, $250, maybe $500 a ticket for the game, and you on the 50-yard line down there with the players, you didn't want that. You didn't want to go to that. That's not a good first date.
That's a whole experience.
Yeah.
That's a whole experience. 50-yard line. Yeah, that's a whole experience. I wouldn't mind. Take me to a sporting event.
Yeah.
I like to watch sports in person. It's just when they on TV, I be like, oh, okay. Now, going back to this list, church. So I don't think church is a great idea for a first date, because in the first date, you're trying to get to know this person. You can't be in church talking, asking questions. How many do you have any siblings? Do you have any kids? Like you can't do that.
But you should find all that out before you.
I know, but it might be a situation it might be a situation where you're not able to vet the person. It might be a random person walks up to you. Hey, I think you're nice. Blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. Would you like to go somewhere with me next Friday or whatever? Or can we meet here or what have you? It might be one of those situations. All first dates aren't prepped. It might be a situation where a random girl walk up to you, telling me like, hey, I like you. You know, I feel like we may vibe. You want to You want to go out for drinks or something. It might be one of those situations, but I don't think personally church would be a good first date because you're going to church
Okay.
to commune with
Okay.
God. God needs your
I just
attention.
thought of something too, Lily. Okay. So you go out on a first date with a man. And you in the comments, y'all please expound on this. Xavier Rivers, Michael Potts, Russell Smith, Ken Drummond, who else out there? Did I miss
Twee, where you at?
AU? Hey man, when you go out on the first date, is it the man's responsibility to pay the first date? Let me know. Should the man have to pay on the first date? Or should the date be the woman? Or should it be, like I said before, I asked before, Lily, what if we just both pay for our own meal the first date? Because
Yeah, that's
y'all
how
let us
that's
know.
how that's how some
I'm
people
okay
are
with
doing it these days. You know,
yeah.
some people are cool with that, and you know, some women won't be offended. But you know, the old traditional way, man. You know, I don't really see anything wrong with that. But you know, to each his own on that one too.
I'm okay. So when it comes to that, should the man be expected to pay? My thought pattern is if you're asking me to go, if you're inviting me somewhere to go with you,
And
my thought
okay,
process is that
you're
hey,
assuming that he's paying.
you're
Yeah.
covered. But if the if it's a situation where we need to, pay for ourselves or whatever, I need to know that. I need to know that because if you don't tell me that and we get to the spot and they be like, oh, well, how many checks? And they say two, I'm looking at you cross-eyed and crazy because that should have been discussed up front. Like I said, I don't mind paying for myself, but there needs to be a discussion had before we get to where we going or before the end of the meal and the check comes. Don't have. That's one thing I cannot stand. Do not have me out here looking like boo boo the fool.
What if he dine and dash on you? Or what if he asks you, hey, let's dine and dash? You wouldn't be down for it. Hey, let's dine and dash.
I'm too
But
old
then
for.
another Bonnie and Clyde relationship.
I'm too old to be doing all that kind of crap.
Hey, meet me in the car. I'll be out there in just a minute.
Not. You know what? I'm staying in this car. I ain't getting out. I ain't getting out. Take me home.
All right. All right. Tilt, man, go ahead and give it to us, man.
Hey man, the list. The 28 places
Church's
women
biscuit.
refuse to go to on the first date, man. Y'all heard about it. How y'all feel about the list, man? We want to hear you guys comment, man. Make sure you drop them down there when you watch this video and let us know how you feel about this list, man. Do you feel like, hey, some of those places you understand? Or do you feel like, hey, I was gonna take next date there? So let us know how y'all feel about it, man. We would love to hear it in the comments.
All right. And with that being said, once again, thank you to all of our viewers. Thank you to all of our day ones. Thank you to all the opinionators. Thank you for rocking with us. You can follow us on YouTube under the Mew Pixel channel. You know how you follow us? You hit that subscribe button and then you hit the notification bell so you'll know when we're on and when we're posting. You can also follow us on Instagram, excuse me, at opinion_matters_show. That is opinion_matters_show on Instagram. You can follow us on TikTok at MewPixel NPSKOM. MewPixel NPSKOM. Once again, guys, I'm going to ask that y'all smash that like button. If you have any comments or any topics that you would like for us to discuss, drop them in the comments and we will talk about it because that's what we do. We talk because it's our opinions, because our opinions matter. And share because sharing is caring. All right, Quells.
Oh, real quick, on the Facebook Live, Xavier Rivers said, hey, if she said let's go out for drinks, it's on you. Because she suggested it. I'm with you, bro.
Okay.
I'm with you. She offering. I'm expecting you to pay now when we get to the drinks. You know, I'm expecting you. You got it.
I'm gonna tell you now, drinks are expensive, so I'm not offering that to nobody.
Drinks are
'Cause
expensive.
drinks are expensive because I can buy me a bottle for what they charge for one drink, and I can make my own drink at the house.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing though. Nobody wants to be at the house on the first date.
Hey, I'm not saying that I'm gonna invite you to my house. I'm saying I'm gonna have me a drink before I leave the house.
Okay, I got you. I got you. I try to. Hey, y'all, we try to go without anybody's comments being unread. So if you got them comments, you still trying to comment, go ahead and get it in before we shut it down because we are about to get on up out of here. But we do like to thank all of y'all, man, for being in attendance with us tonight, man. Y'all really showed out in these comments, man, on Facebook and YouTube, man. Hey, we trying to do this thing real big, and you guys are the only ones that can help us do that. It's still up in the works. We're planning for the live show. All of our shows are live, but the week before Christmas, the week before Christmas, that Thursday night, which is let me get y'all that date because I want y'all to be able to tune in with us and be live with us. So that date was the 21st. December the 21st. Everybody mark it in your calendars. If you want to be on with Opinion Matters live, you need to say so in these comments so we can send you the links. You can email us. Lily had gave you guys the email. It's mewpixel@gmail.com. Hit that email. We'll send you the link. We require that you at least have a good cell phone so you can Zoom with us, do a Zoom account. We'll do a Zoom account for that night for you guys to be on with us. So you'll be in the blocks with us. You'll be able to interact with us. You'll be in the what they call it, Lily, the room before we go live. You'll be back there in the room with us.
In the blue room.
Yeah, you'll be in the blue room, the green room. You'll be back there with us. Oh, people still commenting to Facebook. Yeah. Hey man, y'all showing out. I appreciate this. Xavier said, you get me right. You get that thing you want.
Whoa. Oh.
You get that thing you want later. He said, you get me right. You get that thing you want later. And put it down. See, that's how a lot of y'all got them kids y'all didn't want. Mm-hmm.
Oh my. Oh my.
Yeah. But hey, man, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. We did go a little overboard tonight, but it was long overdue, man. It was long overdue. We miss y'all guys. But we are here now. We got good stuff coming up for y'all in these holiday breaks and all of that, man. But on the behalf of Lady in the Hook, Purpose Photos, Entertainment, and MewPixel, Record Our Radio, man. Opinion Matters, man. Hey, y'all catch us next Thursday night at 7:00. I'm believing we're gonna be talking about Sexy Red. We gonna find out, but we'll see. But you gotta tune in next week to see. All right. So, on the behalf of Opinion Matters, man, we love all of y'all, man. We'll catch y'all next Thursday. Deuces.